It's week 2 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see David Montgomery. It was a nice week for him last time out, a 107-yard game. It's the Bears and the Hawks, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory, and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 23 carries for an even 100 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Oh, they'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hardy. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. These sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
He'll look to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Back to throw. This complete to Lockett. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Walker. Oh, nice move. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run from the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Fields now to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Eligible receiver downfield.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields over the middle, complete. It's Smith. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game...
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. A great move by Montgomery, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Montgomery. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have moved out in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point try now for Patterson. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this a quick slant to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A busy 1st quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught. Lockett. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 2nd and 2. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the 1st quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal. Walker now on 1st and 10.
He juked him. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Again, Walker. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot.
Well, it's about teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Back to throw, Fields. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Throw right, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And out now come the Seahawks. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily none.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is really playing around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punt.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen, it's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have retaken the lead. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it, 6 points on the board. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And 3rd, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
2nd and 10. Fields again. And this one complete to Smith. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd down, Montgomery. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From his goal line here, Fields. Over the middle to Smith. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now it's Fields. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They fell last week to the Jets, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
There was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Fields. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. On third down, here's Walker. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Hardman on the return. Spins away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And his throw is incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now here's Trenton Gill now. Pushes him over. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. Sterling Shepard, a touchdown reception. From there, let's get to the Meadowlands to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. Marvin Jones, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Devontae Smith, a touchdown reception. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half. And a big reason why they have this big lead, the running game. They're over 100 yards as a team, and it's been the catalyst for this offense. Meanwhile, for the Bears, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through there.
Fifth catch of the game for him there.
And the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Fields on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
A shotgun snap, Fields. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Throwing again is Fields. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now a first down throw. Fields
looking middle, and that's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 15-yard line.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Montgomery is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Herb Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals, all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the 2nd half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Onto the field now come the Bears. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Play action. It's Fields.
Flushed out right. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle.
And he will have the Bears first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and short, and they decided not to run for it. He's able to escape the pressure, finds a clear throwing lane outside the pocket, gets the completion, and picks up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Fields.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Throwing again on second down. Fields. Throw over the middle. He's got Ruckert. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Off play action. Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of 4 that time. And the Bears are set up now, 1st and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. He's given him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's open. His defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw.
On the slant, it's Fant.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He hits his target, Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. This is the tight end Fant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be...
Walker hit and the ball is out.
And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And the tide definitely seems to be turning in this 3rd quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. The offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. from the gun. He'll hand this off. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Fields taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Second and 3. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
2nd and 14. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Straight ahead, Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, Fields. Once again, Rucker. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 50 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run with Montgomery, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Up the middle, it's Montgomery, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5, pickup of 3. For the lead, here's third and goal. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick.
This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. He'll look to throw. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on third and inches.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. Second and 6. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. Left side. Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 2nd and 5. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Handoff here to Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears 17. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Blankenship's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Connection made to Ruckert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Fields. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got a man, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing again is Fields. throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Back to throw. Fields. That's caught left side. Ruckert with it. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's fourth down. Patterson's kick is good, and we are all tied here in the final stages.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
4 yards remain for second down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's hauled in by Hardy.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll give it up to the big man Walker.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
12 more yards there and another first down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship.
2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And his kick is indeed good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Seahawks, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.